Hello students, welcome to English class.
Today we are dealing with a poem and the title of our poem is Sea Fever, written by John Masefield. So before going to the poem, let's familiarize with the poet. John Masefield, 1878 to 1967, was an English poet and writer, and he was the poet laureate of English from 1930 to 1967. And some of his famous works for children's novels are The Midnight Fog and The Box of Delight. And in this poem, the speaker is a sailor who has a deep love for the sea. And in the poem, the speaker who is now on the shore feels the powerful call of the sea, a call he cannot resist. So that's all about the poet. So let's start our poem. I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky. And all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by, and the wheels kick and the wind song and the white sails shaking, and a grey mist on the sea's face and a grey dawn breaking. I must go down to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied. And all I ask is a windy day with the white clouds flying, and the flung spray and the blown spume and the seagulls crying. I must go down to the seas again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the Gulf's way and the whale's way, where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry yarn from a laughing fellow rover, and quiet sleep and a sweet dream when the long trick's over. So this poem is a 3-stanza poem. So, in this poem, the speaker talks about his longing to return to the sea, and the yearning grows like a fever. So, he finds it increasingly difficult to resist the call of the sea or the urge he feels for a life of adventure on the sea, and it pulls him towards the vast unknown that the sea represents. So, all the 3 stanzas begin with the same words, highlighting the overwhelming nature of the pull he feels towards the sea life, and to return to that life of adventure on the sea. All he needs are a tall ship and the pole star to guide him. So, as he remembers the little details of life at sea, his desire to go to the sea intensifies, and the poet wants to feel the sudden turning back of the ship's steering wheel and the mist and the foam on his face, and he wants to hear the sound of the wind rushing by the and seagulls crying, and he wants to see the white sails shaking and a beautiful grey dawn breaking on the horizon, and also he wants to return to the sea and travel far and wide. And also, the poet wants to enjoy the company of fellow sailors and tales of adventure. Then, after the day's activities are over, our speaker expresses his desire for a restful sleep. And here in the last stanza, the long trick refers to the hours that one has to keep watch when on sea. And it is usually 4 hours of keeping watch and 8 hours of resting. So, also through this poem, the speaker uses vivid images to depict the different aspects of life on the sea. And although the speaker yearns for a life on the sea, yet the fact that he will have only seagulls for company imparts a sense of acute loneliness to his life on the sea. So, the images of the wind blowing like a sharp knife, the steering wheel turning in the other direction, and the spray of cold mist on a grey morning highlight the hardship of life on the sea. So, through this poem, poet tells the hardship of life on sea, and the tremor in the white sails indicate the ship surging ahead as it cuts through the water, as well as the onset of danger. So, in spite of the difficulties that sailors have to face when on sea, the speaker yearns for that life of adventure, exploration, and sense of freedom. Also, the life on sea also serves as a metaphor for life, and the peaceful sleep that comes after represents here death. And this poem expresses the speaker's desire for a quiet and peaceful death after a life of adventure. So that's all about the poem. I think it is clear to you. That's all for today. Thank you.